This is a 1955 BelAir. This is Eric here at Peachtree Classic Cars, and we're going to take this awesome little ride for a spin and show you around the car. It fires up nice and easy. This is a original 265 Power Glide. Actually, all the gauges work. I got this from this vehicle from an older gentleman, and his main priority was to go through it and make it mechanically reliable, and also he just kind of nitpicked on it, like he wanted everything to work perfectly. So the lights work, turn signals work, including the indicators. This is a Texas original Texas car, and really rust-free car. Had a little bit in the front floor panels, so he took the seats out and the floor carpet out and everything, and had a whole new front floor put in it. Nice sounding old school, you know, original sounding muffler. I love the way these old, you know, these older 50s V8s sound just awesome. Solid lifters, you know, give a little click off, but this one too has got the extra oil filter on it, which is pretty rare. In fact, I've actually had quite a few of these BelAirs, and I've never gotten one with the horn works. Never gotten one with the oil filter on it. That was an auxiliary option to put the oil filter on. You can kind of hear it pumping. I don't know if you could hear that when the engine's running, but you can hear that little bloop, 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 bloop. And the oil pump is pumping, and it's pumping through that filter. And so just really original under here with the original generator working. It's obviously, you know, 12-volt system, oil bath air cleaner. The fact that it's got the oil filter, which is really cool. 265 V8. This is the original with the Power Glide, and the heater is all hooked up and all the controls are working. And so the guy I got this from, and it was an older guy, and he took his time to go around the car and just said, Eric, look at all the stuff I have done, because there's a few things, you know, that you know, don't look right on the car. But the thing about it was, he said, I wanted this car because it was straight and it was from Texas and rust free. And so let's walk around it and I'll show you. So it's got a nice straight body, and the blue on the car is old and the white has been repainted. So everything from the back. So what happened was, you know, it had kind of a faded white top, and he said to his painter, or he said, just paint the top. And the painter said, let's just go ahead and paint all the white. So they painted all the white on the car, took the trim off, painted all the white, and they even painted the trunk. And the trunk's the original floor pan. It looks awesome. So I may take a little bit longer on this video because these BelAirs are super popular. Even though it's a four-door, this is a really great car. So just show you that really, to make the car pop, you'd want to take, you know, I think probably a painter, you know, a fair painter would charge maybe $1,500 to just paint the blue alone, because it's not painting the whole car. And you'd want to, you just, you know, sand down, do a little bit of skim coat here and there, but just to smooth things out. But you can see, you know, now cruising down the road, you know, or, you know, it's kind of a 20-footer. Now you can see this from 20 feet away, the paint peeling off there. But on the driver's side, if you got this thing parked across the parking lot, you know, it looks really sharp in it. I know it's going to look really good in the pictures, but I just want to be real. You know, there's some touch-up paint that happened back here along the back. And but man, they did a great job with the top. So like I said, everything that's white has been painted. So let me go around and show you new rear bezels, new rear chrome. The rear bumper is not brand new, but it's maybe 2 years old, and you can tell it just still looks new, including the bumper guards. New tailpipe. Like I said, new bezels here on the back. So as we go around, most of the chrome is in very good condition. Some of it's got a couple of little dents. Get right up on it. If you were doing a high dollar restoration, you might want to get new trim. And I should have said trim. I don't know if I said trim or chrome, but there may be some trim pieces you'd want to replace if you wanted to do a nicer, higher dollar restoration on this. But if you just painted this blue and put all this trim back on, it'd be a really good looking driver. Front bumper, same as the back. About 2 years old, are re-chromed and looking really, really sharp. Not 100% perfect, but like 98%. Brand new eagle on the front. Brand new bezel on the front of the hood. All the doors open and closed like you'd want them to. Nice and easy. All the windows roll like they're supposed to. Every window rolls up and down. Look at how easy it rolls up and down. It's original glass. All the glass is in good shape. Not new, it's original, but in really good shape for being original. This steering wheel is in awesome condition. And the odometer is showing 43,020 miles. That was another thing that he said he thought was very attractive, because he thinks that this is the original mileage on this vehicle. So nice unmolested dash, nobody's cut it, put in a weird CD player or anything like that. It's all original. Of course the radio doesn't work, but all the other gauges do. Temp gauge, gasoline gauge works, the lights all turn on. You can see when I turn the key on, you know, those are your idiot lights that come on. So this is the old original upholstery, or maybe it was reupholstered years ago. Had a couple of tears, and we did a couple little patches just to make it driver worthy, so when you stick your head in. But you'll notice that it's torn here. And if you really wanted the car to look really sharp on the inside, you want to at least recover the seats and get them matching, and put a new rear tray in. The carpet looks pretty good, but as long as I was recovering the seats, I might think about putting a new carpet kit in as well. Actually, this back seat looks fine if you really just wanted to recover the front. It really all just depends on what you're going for in this car. If you're looking, I mean, a lot of guys are kind of, I don't want to say rat rodding, but kind of hot rodding around in these things. Don't really care about what they look like as much. And, you know, for the money, it's a really great car. So stuff like, look at how clean, you know, the lips and the hood are. Like I said, when they painted the white, they went ahead and painted everything. They painted inside the trunk. This is the original trunk pan in fantastic condition. It's got a brand new floor mat. Got a matching spare with, you know, the jack and everything. Original jack in here in great shape. Beautiful, beautiful under the trunk. That's all been restored. Over here on the passenger side as well, just want to show. Doors opening and closing easily. Windows rolling up and down easily. And I had a little bit of a cloudier day earlier. Actually, I was hoping the clouds would cover the sun a little bit, because you get a little better look when you don't have all the shadows. But these door panels are actually in great shape. If this was my car, I would just maybe recover the seats, or even have my upholstery guys just fix the panels on the sides. You know, I mean, a couple $100, you know. Personally, I don't know that I would put a ton of money in this car, not because it's not worthy, because it's completely worthy of doing. It's kind of funny, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. It's completely worthy of a better restoration. But I'm just saying, if you're on a budget, you know, a few $100 at the upholstery shop, and you know, maybe an inexpensive blue refinish, and man, this car would look sharp. It sits a little bit low in the back, and these Corvette rally wheels are really tight in that back fender. So going around the corner, what it really needs probably are some air shocks in the back, or a little heavier duty shock to hold that up. Right now, because it's sitting just a hair low in the back, it's just barely scrubbing the tires if it goes around a sharper corner. Just cruising straight down the road, it's fine. It's not scrubbing, but it's just perfectly tight enough in there. Well, let me show you the underneath of the car now. Golly, I love these things. They're just so comfortable. And I know 2 doors are more desirable, but the 4 doors are just so easy to get in and out of. So like I said, Texas car, and you can really tell. Look at those frame rails. You know, superficial surface rust on the floor pans, but check out these rockers. I mean, these rockers are original, never been restored, never been repainted even. See how clean they are? Okay, then there's your new floor pan. Everything installed from the top, welded in from the top. I mean, golly, these rockers look great. Bottoms of the doors look awesome. I mean, there's no rust on this car. At least not that I've found. Now, I have found rust when I'm using my video, so again, okay, so way back here in the very back, I'm finding a couple of spots here. There's a spot there. So I guess I couldn't call it a 100% rust-free car, but man, look at these rails. These rails are usually rusted out. These look great. It's got a new fuel tank. Looks like there might have been a patch done there. I can't tell for sure. It might just be some of that undercoating. I'm gonna get way up under here and show just the inside of this body. I think that might be the original exhaust. I think it's very likely, the more I look at this car, I think it's very likely that it's originally a 40,000 mile car. Same thing, the rockers on this side. I mean, all your drip holes are rust free. I mean, they look fantastic. Okay, if we're being super picky, there's two pea-sized little tiny bubbles there. And of course, that's something your painter would fix when he painted the blue. I mean, all of the body mounts to the frame are in great shape. This is kind of, you know, this is kind of an unrestored car in a lot of ways, as far as, you know, underneath is concerned, at least. Maybe not, you know, I don't know. Maybe I'm speaking a little too quickly to say that, but I just, as I look at the underneath, and I think it doesn't look like anybody's ever messed with the exhaust, you know. It doesn't look like anybody's tried to blast it and cover anything, you know. Whatever rust there was in the floor pan was fixed properly with the correct factory floor pan. This is a really great car. The glass is in good shape. I mean, it's really driver worthy as it sits, just like it is. This is a great project, I think, just because whenever I'm looking for a project, the biggest thing I'm looking for is, number one, rust free. Then number two, the fact that it's original matching numbers drivetrain. Number three, chroming is so expensive. The fact that the front and rear bumpers are in great condition saves you tons of money. Lots of the other chrome parts, the lights work, the turn signals work, the horn works. I mean, the car is ready to drive like it is, and be a great project to just tinker with, you know, maybe just 2 weeks in the paint shop to do the blue, and, you know, then just drive it a little bit, you know, maybe another week at the upholstery shop. You know, don't have to have this thing in the shop a lot to bring it up to the next level, and really have a lot of fun with it.